Hey everybody, Lead Farmer 73 here, and today we're going to be checking out the VTOMAN 1500 Flash Speed. I want to give a shout out to VTOMAN for sending me out the 1500 Flash Speed for testing and review. I appreciate it. Now let's get right into it. The VTOMAN 1500 Flash Speed comes with, start out the gate, instruction manual, and this is optional, but this is pretty cool to me, so it'll be one of the first things I show you, which is the jumper cable connections that you can add to this. It's only $30 online, but trust me, it's worth it. Then you have your standard AC power cord, no more power brick. That's excellent. You have your DC cigarette lighter adapter. You have a couple of other connections like USB-C to USB-C connections. You have a USB to USB-C connection. So that's pretty cool for everything you get here. I gotta mention this because this is kind of cool to me. There is no pad charging, and some people like it, some people don't. I particularly really don't care for the onboard pad charging because I usually stack stuff on top of my generators. This is what's cool about this one. I don't mind getting rid of the pad charging to be able to store all of the accessories that come along with it. Since I'm doing it without looking, all of this fits in, even the instruction manual. Everything fits inside of here when you do it right. But that's what's cool, because you only have to pick up one thing and go. You don't have to keep looking for everything you need with this setup. So to me, I think that's way better than having the onboard pad charging for your cell phone. So let's get it plugged up, get it charged up, and do a little testing. The FlashSpeed 1500 is a 1548 watt-hour solar power generator with lithium iron phosphate batteries, a 1500 watt pure sine wave inverter with a 3000 watt peak. We got three ways to charge this. We got our solar input, which is 400 watts. We have a DC input that's 120 watts, and we have our AC output that can take up to 1500 watts of power. So that's three different ways to charge this up right here. This is our extra battery expansion port. This is where you would add your expansion battery, almost doubling your watt hours, all the way up to 3096 watt hours from 1548. And we have a battery jumping port here to jump your battery. Let's plug that in and give it a shot. Now here's the lights to let you know whether you reverse the contacts when you connect them, and it has the correct. When it hits correct, it should be green. Plug that right in, and when you're ready to boost, you hit the boost button here, and that's either going to give you a red sign saying your wires are crossed on the terminals, or green telling you ready to go. Green, ready to go. So we're not connected to a battery right now, but this just gives you an example. We have three USB ports at 15 watts, one quick charge USB port at 18 watts, two USB-C ports at 100 watts apiece, two DC outputs, one cigarette lighter port. We have three AC outputs at 110 volts with a 1500 watt output with a pure sine wave inverter. Now the FlashSpeed 1500 does come with the UPS feature. That's the uninterrupted power source. So if you have a power outage and this is connected to something sensitive like your computer or your refrigerator, the power will not stop. It will always continue. So soon as your circuit breaker goes, this instantly takes over. So it also has pass-through charging. So you can have all your items plugged into the FlashSpeed 1500. At the same time, you may be charging this through solar power or AC. Input and output cooling fans on either side. And let's not forget our camp safety light with three different modes. SOS. Now let's power it up. So powering it up, you can touch any one of the buttons, the USB, the DC, or the AC buttons to power it up. Hold in. We're at 93%. Cut on the USB. Let's cut on our DC. When you turn off the AC, turn off the DC, and turn off the USB, it will turn off the screen automatically in time. Running a few tests, and I'm charging the VTOMAN from another solar power generator, and I'm getting a couple of mixed messages being shown here on both screens. As you see, this one is reading out 1616. Now, once I come up and I show you guys what the other one is reading out, nothing makes sense. It's saying that it's outputting only 1579. But the input on the VTOMAN is saying it's inputting 1616. Usually it's the other way around. How can this only be putting out 1579-ish, and this is saying it's receiving 1616 watts? Now I'm charging this through AC. Now let's remember, we're at a max input of 1500 watts through the AC, but we're reading 1616, so that's what's throwing me off. Now I've seen other reviews where it actually brings in more power, so this is a good thing, I guess. So I should be losing power in the opposite direction, not gaining power into the VTOMAN. So I don't know. So I wanted to try one more test. The VTOMAN can also come with the optional 100-watt solar power panel. So we put this in the sun on a cloudy day, unfortunately, and gave it a shot. So, with all the testing I've been doing over the last couple of weeks, I gotta be honest, it's a solid solar power generator. The build quality is way better than it was before. And honestly, it almost looks like another brand that we all know and love, right? So it's pretty much solid and durable. Now I'm going to be taking this out on the land and give it some more testing. But for now, I'm going to give it 2 thumbs up. It's been super powerful. Fast charging. You can fast charge this thing with around an hour or so. It's hitting all the buttons for me. So go on. I know prices change, so I don't like to quote out prices very much. But go online, go to Amazon, or you can go to VTOMAN.com and check them out and see yourself the price and how much money you can save right about now. Okay? With that being said, it's a thumbs up for me. Thanks again, VTOMAN, for sending me out the VTOMAN FlashSpeed 1500, Lead Farmer 73. I love you guys, and I'm out.